When you picture Dubai, what comes to mind? Sun, right? Sand, those insane skyscrapers that just scrape the sky. It's a city that literally tamed the desert. So what happens when that city drowns? It sounds impossible, but that's exactly what we're digging into today. The anatomy of this shocking flood and how a futuristic metropolis was brought to its knees by something it just never saw coming. And this really gets to the heart of it. Everything about modern Dubai, I mean everything, its wild architecture, its whole reason for being, it's all a testament to beating extreme heat. But here's the catch. That laser focus on one problem created this huge, glaring blind spot. The real threat wasn't coming from the sun. It was coming from the sky. I mean, it just sounds wrong, doesn't it? A desert city? Drowning? It's a total paradox. How does a place in one of the driest parts of the world end up completely underwater? So let's unpack that puzzle. We're going to look at what exactly went down, why it was so bad, and honestly, what this means for other cities all over the globe. Okay, so first things first, let's just lay out the timeline. How did a totally normal day, December 20th, 2025, just completely spiral into a citywide catastrophe? So, it all kicked off with this really rare, really violent lightning storm right off the coast. Before you know it, this insane amount of rain starts coming down. We're talking hours later, and the main highways, they look like rivers. That's when the citywide red alert goes out. The government tells everyone, hey, work from home. But it was too late. The city's basic infrastructure was already toast. But that last point, that's the real kicker. When Dubai's airport, the busiest international airport in the world, just stops, well, that's when a local crisis becomes a massive global problem. Look, the storm was a beast, no doubt. But the impact? That was on another level. Absolutely catastrophic. And that gets us to the real heart of the issue here. This was a head-on collision between Dubai's massive ambition and the raw, untamable power of nature. You have to give it to them, Dubai is an engineering marvel. It really is. But it was engineered to solve the wrong problem. All of its genius, its fancy cooling systems, its sun-reflecting buildings, they're all designed to defy extreme heat. But extreme water? That wasn't even on the radar. It was a complete and total engineering blind spot. And this is exactly where that blind spot turned into an epic failure. The city's drainage systems, the ones built for a little bit of rain now and then, they were swamped almost instantly. Think about it. When your main goal is to build bigger, taller, faster, the boring stuff, like massive storm drains, gets left behind. That's the unglamorous, hidden cost of that kind of hypergrowth. And all of a sudden, those incredible skyscrapers and superhighways weren't symbols of success anymore. They were giant, exposed weak points in a city under attack from the water. Now, it would be really easy to just write this off as a total freak of nature, right? A once-in-a-thousand-year storm. But when you look at the data from recent years, it paints a much scarier picture. This wasn't a one-off. It was a terrifying escalation of a pattern that's been building for a while. Yeah, get this. 75 years. Just a little over a year before this flood, back in April 2024, the UAE got hit with the heaviest rainfall it had seen in 75 years. That storm wasn't a small deal either. It caused deaths in the UAE and, tragically, 20 more people died in neighboring Oman. So the warning signs, they were already there, flashing bright red. And here's why this matters to, well, literally everyone. A storm in Dubai doesn't just stay in Dubai. This city is one of the world's most critical crossroads. So when it stumbles, the whole world feels it. It's like a tremor that radiates outwards. I mean, this is the perfect example of a global domino effect. Step 1, the storm hits. Step 2, the world's busiest international travel hub just stops. And that ripple effect is huge. We're not just talking about canceled vacations, We're talking about urgent medical supplies not getting where they need to go. We're talking about critical parts for factories sitting on a runway, grinding supply chains to a halt. One storm in one city creates a traffic jam that's felt in Europe, Asia, Africa, everywhere. So to really get what happened here, we can't just talk about drainage pipes or airport schedules. We have to zoom way, way out. We have to connect this single event to the biggest, most important story of our lifetimes, a global climate that's becoming more and more unstable and creating threats we never even imagined. Think about it. For its entire history, what was the biggest environmental fear in that part of the world? Drought, right? A lack of water. But this new reality we're living in has completely flipped that script. Climate change isn't just about things getting a little bit warmer every year. No, it's about volatility. It's about chaos. It makes wild, extreme events more frequent and way more powerful. And suddenly, a desert nation has to deal with the one thing it never thought it would: catastrophic floods. And this, right here, is the core problem. It's not just a Dubai problem either. This is a challenge facing cities all over the planet. They were built brilliantly for the world of the 20th century. But the climate of the 21st century, it's a whole different animal. And it's making their original designs dangerously obsolete. So that leaves us with one final, and honestly, kind of scary question. As we see these extreme weather events happen again and again, we've got to ask, are these just freak accidents, a string of bad luck, or are we witnessing the brutal, chaotic arrival of our new normal?